I didn't think it was possible for another defenseman to challenge the greatness of Bobby Orr, but here we are. At just 25 years old, Cale Makar has won a Stanley Cup, a Norris, a conn smythe, and a calder. Not only that, but he's also the second fastest defenseman to reach 300 points in NHL history, one game short behind Bobby Orr. He's hockey's most evolved defender and changing how the game is played today, but how good is Cale Makar actually? Right now, Makar is breaking records and producing at a rate that I didn't think was possible in the modern NHL for defensemen. He's the next evolution and will change how the role is played, kinda like how Auston Matthews Toe Drag release has influenced the next generation, and you can see this in emerging talents like Connor Bedard. Makar's style of play will be seen more and more over the coming years, and what's crazy about saying this is that his career has kind of just begun. Now, Cale hasn't reinvented hockey. I find often there's a temptation when a player is exceptional to be like, nobody's ever played the game like this before. But hockey, both past and present, is filled with players who've done the specific things that Makar does to varying degrees. But I'm just not sure that we've seen someone be able to combine it quite like this, or have each one at elite levels like this, at least not in the modern day. Now, at the heart of Makar's game lies his insane skating ability. Similar to how Bobby Orr dominated the game through his skating, Makar is doing the exact same thing through his high skating level and patience. Now, it's not just about speed, which he has plenty of, by the way. Makar consistently uses his edge work to create offense, slip checks, and initiate breakouts, all while making it look incredibly easy. Makar's skating is a blend of like a ballet-like grace almost, while also packing this insane athletic explosiveness, allowing him to maneuver with precision and create space where none often seems to exist. His abilities to change directions on a dime and accelerate from a standstill puts him in a league of his own. Now, the best players in the world have perfect timing and arrival onto the pucks, and you see this often with players like McKinnon and McDavid, who are prime examples of this, but Makar is right there as well. He constantly uses his speed and patience to create offensive openings for an attack. In the NHL today, we see defenders like Quinn Hughes and Adam Fox be able to navigate the blue line effectively, and this is also where Makar is particularly dangerous. He's able to use his edge work and shooting as a double threat, often resulting in him being able to keep defenders guessing and on the heels of their skates. Makar is a nightmare for opposing wingers. He uses lateral movement perfectly and is able to just casually glide along the blue line, resulting in defenders rushing ahead to not allow for an open shooting lane, but Makar will always utilize his patience and IQ to hit a fake and kill them back down the wall. If they overcommit, he's able to blow past them, creating an opportunity, or if you give enough space, he will find an opening and attack a shooting lane. His patience and edge work on the blue line separates himself from other defenders, resulting in scoring opportunities or better play for the team. Now, while the combination of patience and skating is already deadly, the features he's built on top of that make him even better. Makar uses tiny fakes so elegantly, allowing him to get opponents off balance and take advantage of that weight shift. Using his feet, he leads defenders to think he's going to do something else and then just accelerates and explodes past them. We can see this happening right here. Watch how he changes the route of the Flyers F1 with his foot positioning at the top of the circle, making it look like he's going to drop the puck back. After he's got the F1's weight shifted, he's able to use his speed to blow past the neutral zone and charge into an open shooting lane. Watching this play, you almost forget that he's a defender.
Look at the skating ability of Makar, and he goes and he scores!
Now, there are defensemen in the league, not many, but a few, who can do things similar to what I've explained in this video. But Makar is doing this all while confidently defending, and more importantly, confidently taking contact. This allows Cale to have extra time with the puck, which can make a huge difference in the fast-paced game of the NHL. He's never rushing, and he never forces a play that isn't there. And you can see this in this game right here against the Oilers, where Makar isn't rushed into a play because he's not afraid of taking contact or of having opposing teams lean on him. Yet, to categorize Makar solely on his offensive output would be a mistake. On the defensive side of the puck, Makar's ability to read an attacker is second to none. It allows him to close gaps quickly and often results in disrupting the attack without sacrificing position or leaving holes in the Avalanche's defensive coverage. He uses his speed not only to keep pace with attackers, but is able to steer them into less threatening areas of the ice, often forcing turnovers through smart stick work and positioning. Now, once in possession, Makar's transition game is second to none. His ability to turn defense into offense almost instantaneously is a key component of the Avalanche's strategy, providing them with a dynamic counter-attacking threat. Makar's game relies on his skating ability. He's able to weave around his opponents and transition the puck out of danger in the defensive zone, and sometimes all the way up to the offensive end. Zone entries are generally jobs for teams' forwards, and that's no different in Colorado. But because of Makar's skating ability, he's often able to act as a one-man breakout, flat out beating F1s and starting the Avalanche's counterattack. Now, winning the Norris Trophy means that Makar was able to demonstrate that he was the defenseman who had the greatest all-around ability in the position. His defensive prowess combined with his offensive capabilities makes him a rare talent in the NHL, capable of influencing the game's outcome in any situation. Cale's role in Colorado goes beyond his statistics and accolades. He's shown to be a great leader within the team and honestly just seems like a real stand-up guy. Even in post-game interviews, he's always been impressing me with the way he carries himself and his team. His ability to influence the game, both offensively and defensively, has become a cornerstone for the Avalanche's strategy, propelling them through to the postseason. His leadership, however, isn't just about his play on ice. Makar's demeanor, work ethic, and commitment to excellence set a standard for his teammates. In moments where the pressure mounted, Makar's poised presence and decisive actions has led the Avalanche forward, resulting in lifting the Stanley Cup in 2022. Now, when we look at the top 5 scoring defensemen, it all makes sense that they're born in the 60s. Now, all of them were terrific players, but as we know, the game has changed drastically and it was incredibly more easy to put up these huge point games back in the day, which is why what Makar is doing is so special. He's putting up these points in the modern day faster than almost every defense in NHL history. Makar is setting a new blueprint for what it means to be a defenseman in the NHL. His unique blend of offensive genius and defensive solidity is inspiring a new generation of young players to adopt a more dynamic two-way approach to the position. Makar's style, characterized by exceptional skating and his offensive and defensive responsibility, challenges the traditional defenseman role, emphasizing skill and agility over the size and physicality alone. As Makar continues to excel, NHL scouts and coaches are increasingly valuing defensemen who can contribute significantly to their team's offensive play without compromising their defensive duties. This shift is likely to influence how young defensemen train and develop, prioritizing versatility, puck handling, and skating finesse. I'm super excited to see how his career continues to unfold, and I can't believe that he's only 25. If you were to build a new team from scratch and build around a player, Makar would definitely be at the top of my list. If there's anyone who can come close to challenging Bobby Orr's greatness in the modern NHL, it's Cale Makar. Do you know who else would be at the top of my list? Prime Mario Lemieux. Be sure to check out this video of one of the all-time greats.